जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सदश्री श्रीमदावै चरणारविंद His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Bhagavatam ki Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Saivam Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayat Mudiraye Nashtaprayestu avadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistuke Himsyanubhavam Akhilam Sutisaramekam Adhyatma Deepamathithir Satam Tamundam Samsarina Karunaya Purana Guhyam Tambya Sasunamupayami Guru Munam. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, the creative impetus, chapter 4, text number 2, the characteristics of Risava Deva. It is in the prose style, so I just read. Tasya hava itam varsmana variyasa Brihachalokena chaujasa balena sriya yasasa birya shaurya vyam cha pita risava itidam nama chakara. All characteristics of the lords are explained here. Yasasa birya shaurya risava brihachalokena. Tasya of him hava certainly itham thus varsmana by the bodily features variyasa most exalted brihat slokena decorated with all the high qualities described by poets. Cha also ojasa by prowess, balena by strength, sriya by beauty, yasasa by fame, birya saurya vyam by influence and heroism, cha and pita the father, Maharaj Navi, Risavaha the best, iti thus, idam this, nama name, chakara gave. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. When the son of Maharaj Navi became visible, he evinced all good qualities described by the great poets, namely a well-built body with all the symptoms of the Godhead, prowess, strength, beauty, name, fame, influence, and enthusiasm. When the father, Maharaj Navi, saw all these qualities, he thought his son to be the best of human beings or the supreme being. Therefore, he gave him the name Risava. Please repeat. When the son of Maharaj Navi became visible, he evinced, sorry, my eyes. He evinced all good qualities described by the great poets, namely a well-built body with all the symptoms of the Godhead, prowess, strength, beauty, name, fame, influence, and enthusiasm. When the father, Maharaj Navi, saw all these qualities, he thought his son to be the best of human beings or the supreme being. Therefore, he gave him the name Risava. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. To accept someone as God or an incarnation of God, one must observe the symptoms of God in his body. All the symptoms were found in the body of Maharaj Navi's extraordinarily powerful son. His body was well structured and he displayed all the transcendental qualities. He showed great influence and he could control his mind and senses. Consequently, he was named Risava, which indicates that he was the supreme living being. Om Ajnanatirandasya Gyananjanasalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Istapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Padamayan Dadati Swapadantikam. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. All right. When the son of Maharaj Navi became visible, he evinced all good qualities described by the great poets, namely a well-built body with all the symptoms of Godhead, prowess, strength, beauty, name, fame, influence, and enthusiasm. When the father Maharaj Navi saw all these qualities, he thought his son to be the best of human beings or the supreme being. Therefore, he gave him the name Risava. Another meaning of Risava is, in Sanskrit, is also mean bull. Naturally, bull is very powerful, right? Very strong. Risava. Or another is the best of all the good qualities, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Naturally, is the source of all good qualities. And that's why he's all attractive. Without having such qualities, a person cannot be so attractive. Our devotees are very attractive because they carry some qualities of God in some extent in them. Like they are very sweet in talking and dealing with people. They are, as much as possible, they seem non-envious. They can talk with everyone with open heart because they see that every living being are part and parcel of God. And Lord Vasudeva resides in their heart. So this is all bringing us into personal level of association with Supreme Personality of God. When we establish that very personal relationship with the Supreme Lord, then we try to establish same relationship with other living beings, personal. And our acharyas, like when in Rupa Goswami's time, like they would talk about different kind of rasas, very high different rasas that you could establish with the Supreme Lord, or you could release from him. They meditate in different body of the Lord and then connect different rasas, different relationship, different mellow with the Supreme Lord. And down when other Goswami, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he came, what did he mostly talk about? The holy name or service? I think he talked mostly about service. Yeah. And he gave more focused on rendering service to that Supreme Lord, who is full of rasas, that we can taste the same mellow through service. and we can purify our existence, and we can situate ourselves in a Swarupa Siddha, Swarupena Vyavastitau. One can establish oneself on his spiritual original real form by rendering devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When time passes by, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he mainly focused on chanting the holy name of God. That is the best service to offer to the Lord, because people are diminishing in qualities and not understanding about high rasas, and sometimes people easily misunderstand and misinterpret and do all kind of mixing things. So chant holy name. He himself would chant every day 100,000 names for a certain period of time. So we got this chanting habit from our great acharyas. And Prabhupada, when he was writing this commentary on his books, he mostly focused, he included all this, everything together, but Prabhupada's main focus is come out from the bodily platform of life. If we read Bhagavatam in all purports, everywhere, Prabhupada always focused, in order you to realize and release the spiritual bliss, one must come out from the bodily platform of life. So we'll discuss about how to distinguish that we are performing in the level of body, or we are coming out from bodily level and doing devotional service. And then how to establish the personal relationship with Krishna Vasudeva. The beginning of Bhagavatam, very first words of Bhagavatam begin from Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I offer my most humble obeisances to the personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. So normally, bodily concept of life in Kali Yuga, everybody is living for body. Somebody living for gross body, direct, immediate body. Some people are living for extended bodily concept like social service, politics, benevolent services, all kind of organizations, everything. They are trying to help people, not in the level of God, not in the level of soul, but in the level of body. So there are different level of that ideas and thinking. For example, like when we just live for our better health, we go to gym, we take a healthy food, we make sure we every day perform some yoga practice, we control our breathing, we do some stretching every day, pranayama, whatnot. And that we live for that goal, that I need to maintain my body healthy so that I can enjoy better life. So that is all my goal. So that is very first level of bodily concept of life. Oh, I don't care about waking up early morning because I don't have like enough 8-hour sleep. Other day, Kirtaneswar Prabhu was telling me that he hardly sleeps 4 or 5 hours ever since he moved to the temple. Means he giving up like extra rest because he wants to come to the temple and serve deities or whatever services they are chanting, or studying, or preaching, organizing all kind of things. So it doesn't mean that we do not care about our health, our body. It's not like that. We do care our health. We do care of our body, but our goal is not only to make our body healthy. The idea is healthy body can serve better way to the Lord. So then you are transcending that goal to something else, and you are not living on the bodily concept of life. So and another level of bodily conception is like when we deal with the devotees or anybody else, we attach, or we are concerned of their things, their talent or their skills, but we forget about them. Just like a person who rapes somebody else. Suppose if a man rapes a woman, the woman does not want to have sex with that man, but he is forcing her. He is not understanding that she doesn't like to be raped, but he is simply worried, concerned about her body. His main goal is to getting some satisfaction for himself, ignoring somebody's internal desire, whether she or he is willing to do so or not. So when we simply only concern about somebody's things like belonging or your work or your labor or your talent, and we do not care about you, then that is another level of bodily conception of life. In modern, like all big companies, they are simply doing like that. Like modern education, people go to school, they learn education, they learn degree, that's it, they finish. They have no relationship with the teachers, they don't care about teachers, they just care, I got my degree, now I am free, I am qualified, I can find a good job. But in Vedic time, it would be opposite. When you go to the Gurukula, there would not be any money that you pay to the Guru, but you would remain in the ashram of Guru, you learn this knowledge, and then you serve Guru. You would give Guru Dakshina at the end, and you would always think the well-being of Guru. That's why this relationship, this education was so close, very tight, and a responsive education. People would respect. Nowadays, nobody respects. No teachers are respected. So this is totally in the bodily concept of life, that you are going to school, you learn something, and you don't care about the teachers. This thing can be seen in devotees community as well. Like if you come to me, do some service, but then I just do not care what is going on internally in your mind. You may be going through some struggle or some problem, or you may be struggling with your mind or some issues. I do not care about it as long as you come and service, that's all I care. Another level. Like also like Guru, spiritual master. Oh, I took initiation from my Guru. I am good now. I don't care where he is, how he does, what he thinks. I don't care. I got initiation. I got first initiation. I got second initiation. I got knowledge from my Guru. I don't need him. So there are a lot of people, they are living in this way as well. So bodily concept of life can expand in so many ways. So we are completely forgetting the substance, but we are only running after the shadows. Or I only care about your things that you have, your talent you have, but I do not care how you feel, how you live, how you feel. So this way, these are the different level of bodily conception. Sometimes people only talk about their ideas, they don't care about persons. Oh, I have this idea, this idea, and then just like painting the case from outside, beautifying is so nice, the bird inside is ignored. So in this way, we may be practicing this bodily concept of life grossly, subtly, indirectly in our daily life. We need to more focus on a person rather than the person's physical capacity to render service. When we touch the heart of the soul of the person, then that person willingly render services that you do not have to request him. But if we ignore the person and we only expect the service from him, and that person do not feel to render service wholeheartedly, there is some kind of a gap. We experienced it in our life. So now here I am trying to bring our focus on the Lord, Supreme Lord. How do we establish that relationship with him so that we voluntarily want to serve him? Like some people hear that Krishna is God. Some people believe Krishna is God. Some people understand Krishna is God. Some people is so obvious that why do I need to understand that Krishna is God? Why should I believe that Krishna is God? Why should I have so many references that I need to understand. God is God, Krishna is God, He is all Supreme Personality of Godhead. So according to our understanding, according to our level of bhakti, neophyte, they think, oh yeah, everybody say Krishna is God, so why not I also follow them? I also believe. In this way, we can see the stages of understanding, and from beginning to upper, higher, and then highest. So in Bhagavatam, like 1 to 7, beautiful verse, everybody know. Vasudevi Bhagavati. It says Vasudevi Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayati Asu Vairagya Gyanam Tat Gyanam Chayat Ahaitukam. So this is the verse. Very simple, but let's go a little deeper in this verse and understand how do we really develop that personal feeling with God and with everybody else. Yeah, I will do it. I'm going through word by word. Vasudevi Bhagavati. Vasudev is the first word. Vasudevi means unto the Lord Vasudeva. Bhagavati, the word Bhagavati, normally people confuse with the goddess Bhagavati. But the word Bhagavati comes from Bhagavan. It's called in Sanskrit, it is called Vibhakti. When the 7th Vibhakti of Bhagavan is called Bhagavati, it means into that personality of God. Vasudevi Bhagavati. And also there is one rule in Sanskrit that when you want to stress in something, but that you recite first. It could say that Bhagavate Vasudeva, Om Namo Bhagavate Narayanaya, it could in Bhagavatam very beginning, or Om Namo Bhagavate Krishnaya Namaha, they could say, but this is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. The word Vasudeva we need to really understand closely. So, unto the personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate, Bhagavati, Vasudeva Bhagavati, Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha. So, Bhakti Yoga means devotional service, right? Bhakti Yoga, Prem, love of God, this science of Bhakti. Prayojita is coming from the word Prayojana. What is the meaning of Prayojan? Goal. So, it says that the goal of my devotional service, Bhakti Yoga, Prayojana, is not dharma, not artha, not kama, not moksha. This is what Vedas teaching to people to upgrade, uplift them in a gradual process, one step by step. Now Bhagavatam was saying that, he says, we completely reject all kind of Kaitava dharmas that are naturally teaching people to enjoy in this material world, artha, kama, money, all this economic development. And finally, once you are satisfied with everything else, then you think about liberation. But here Sukadeva Goswami says, no, our goal of performing this devotional service is not for following dharma. Naturally, devotee, when they do devotional service, all the principle of dharmas are followed naturally. But some people simply live a dharmic life just to become a pious person with the expectation that so I can enjoy heavenly life later. So he says that, okay, keep that up. Dharma is not the goal of our bhakti. Artha is not our goal of either. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So our direct goal is to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. And the meaning of Vasudeva means there are some traditional meaning, some rasika meaning, some different meanings. Different acharyas explain that slokas in their bit different commentaries, and they have included that sloka and focused so hard. I mean, more important. Vasudev means one who resides in everywhere. Normal meaning, right? Vasudev. Vas, Nivas, the person who resides in everyone. The Lord is residing here in this table too, in this glass. Where not? In my heart, soul, in your soul, in his soul, and soul, and body, tree, plant, everywhere. Vasudev residing all over the places. Vasudeva. And another meaning is that Supreme Lord who resides in the heart of the pure devotees, dear devotees. If he resides in everyone's, definitely he resides in the heart of devotees as well. But his residence in the heart of devotees is more pleasant and blissful than living in normal, ignorant living being. As a super soul, he resides in everyone. This morning we were studying Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13, text number 14. That let me find out. Very nice, beautiful thing. Give me a second. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I found it. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sarvata Pani Padau, Sarvata Pani Padam Tat, Sarvato Akshishiro Mukham. Sarvata Pani Pad means his legs are everywhere. Sarvato Akshishiro Mukham. His eyes are everywhere. He's watching us from all corners. And his mouth, Shiro Mukham means his mouth are everywhere. Sarvata Shruti Malloke. Shruti, hearing, everybody here. Sarvam Avrita Tishtati. And he covers everything in this whole universe as a super soul. So that is the meaning of Vasudeva, that one resides. And another Acharya also says that every sloka of Bhagavatam, Lord Vasudeva resides in each and every slokas of the Bhagavatam. So the goal of every studying all the Bhagavatam sloka is to know Vasudeva. That's Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, he said the same thing. What did he say? Vedaishcha sarvair ahameva vedyo. So every single form of the Vedic literatures, every slokas, there is a Ishvara Stuti part in Vedas, in the Rig Vedas. If you see that prayers and understand the meaning, they are indirectly offering prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but they do not particularly speak the name of God there. But they say, that Lord, who is the source of our strength, who pervades the entire universe, who maintain all the devatas, may that Lord protect us. May that Lord give us strength. May that Lord give us knowledge. All the prayers in the Vedas are indirectly addressing to the same personality, Krishna. But here in Bhagavatam, who is that indirect personality? Who is that person? Yeah, he is a Vasudeva. And Bhagavad Gita says, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Gyanavanam Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlava. Vasudevam Sarvamiti. He is everywhere. So this understanding that Lord Vasudeva resides in everywhere in this world, when that understanding comes in our mind by performing this devotional service without keeping extra goal, like without keeping our goal into dharma, without keeping our goal or without investing our focus on artha, without keeping our focus on kama, sense gratification, without keeping the goal into the moksha, devotees render devotional service to the Lord. What is their expectation? To get Krishna. We do not want anything from Krishna, but we want Krishna himself. So does that make difference? Like if I come to you for your engineering skill and I can learn something so that I can work better, or if I come to you so that you can buy me some nice fruits because you have so much money, or if I come to you, you give me a free ride, Or if I come to you that I want to talk to you, I want to be a good friend with you. These different things. A lot of people come to God with all these different purposes. But devotees, Lord of Vasudev, their main focus is how can I achieve his love? Prema. When somebody resides in your heart, that person loves you, is it not? When we have our girlfriend in the teenaging time, like, oh, you live in my heart, my dear sweetheart. You have experienced that? We say that, at least I say that, oh, you live in my heart, you are in my heart. That means I or that person loves each other. So when Vasudeva resides within your heart, then like yogis, sincere yogi who meditate on Paramatma, naturally they become devotee, because once they feel the presence of God and they are connected, that sweet personality within the heart, then they start loving him, and finally what happens? They become devotees, personal devotee. They want to know more about it.
Atmarama verse.
Huh?
The Atmarama verse.
Atmarama, yes. Even Atmaramas who are self-satisfied and see the Lord at all time within their heart, they are attracted by hearing about his pastimes. They are, oh, why do I need to hear this? Because I already know him. No, I want to know more about him. So this thing, devotees, when they perform and establish the Lord within their heart, if somebody really sees the Lord, right now we have heard and we are following the rules and regulations that we are told to do it. My Guru Maharaj said that you chant Hare Krishna mantra 16 rounds every day throughout the rest of your life. That's why I am chanting. In the beginning, I have some command from somebody else. Or I am following for regulatory principles. I do not want to really follow, but I was told if I follow, then it helps me to become a good human being. It is supportive to become kind person, clean person, pure person, all kind of things. Or I come to temple this morning. It helps me understanding something. So we have this kind of external command that we have to follow the rules and regulations, so we are performing devotional service. But when we realize that knowing Krishna is more interesting and knowing Krishna is so wonderful that he is our best friend who resides very close, if we feel the presence of the Lord in our heart at some point, today or tomorrow, if we really think that Krishna is our real best friend, Krishna says that in Bhagavad Gita, he spoke that I am Suridam Sarva Bhutanam. Suridam Sarva Bhutanam. I am the best friend of all living beings. But we have no connection to that. We have no experience to that. So unless we really understand and experience and feel, we cannot have that natural devotion that arises in our heart. But once we get that divine touch of the presence of the Lord within the heart, then nobody has to teach you that how to do devotional service to him. Just like if I am hungry, I do not have to study the nutrition guide that if I feel hungry or not. I do not need to learn about some slokas that do I feel hungry, or I do not need to think in my mind that it comes naturally that I am hungry, I am thirsty, I am lusty, everything. So this is what happened. Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Vata Prajita. So our goal is Vasudev. Jana iti. Another word very important. Jana iti means taking birth in that situation. Jata. Jana iti coming from the word jata. Jata means to take birth, to appear, to come, to arise. In Bhagavad Gita, Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityur. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityur. Death comes from birth. Dhruvam janma mritasya cha, from death birth comes. So this jana iti, what will arise, what will take birth after we have a goal as a Vasudeva in our every single activities that we perform. The goal is Krishna, Vasudev. Then Vairagya comes. Vairagya comes means we start losing taste in external material world. We start losing taste in beautiful body. You start seeing that within that body there are bones, stool, pus, skin. You see that. Naturally you see that Vairagya. Why we feel detachment to something when we don't like it? Unless we like something, we cannot detach from that object. When we do bhakti, then we see the beauty of Krishna, that as explained in this verse, his prowess, his beauty, his strength, his enthusiasm, his fame, his name. Then that will attract us more than this material beauty that we are surrounded. Janayati asu vairagya. So then we see that whole universe is like performing devotional service to the Lord. Not only me. And I see the presence of the Lord in everyone's heart. I may be aware about it, I may be awakened about this fact, but this person may not be awakened, but I know that inside this person, the same Vasudev that resides in me also resides in him. So when that understanding is very profound, then we can avoid any kind of Vaishnava aparadha, Jiva aparadha, because we see the Lord everywhere. But now what happened when I become devotee? I think I am better than other person, and I am devotee, and I designate him as a karmi, and then I see my vision is like opposite way, and then I commit offense to him. Then my progress is blocked. Though we see that sun has power, teja means what? How do we say in English teja? Power. The brightness, that power. The sun is so bright because of Lord Vasudeva. The water is flowing because of the presence of Vasudeva. The moon is so cool because of the presence of Vasudeva, because of the energy of Vasudeva. Everything in the nature, we start seeing the presence of God, and we start glorifying the Lord in this way. Like the flower from the tree falls. Actually, naturally, they are offering their flower to the Lord Vasudeva. Some people might say it's because of gravity. Of course, it is gravity. Gravity is also power of Krishna. It's coming from Sankarsana. Sankar, Akarsana. Akarsana means to attract. Gritwakarsan. Science, people study in science, or gravity, gravitational force. Yeah, that is coming from God. So, jana iti asu. Asu means it doesn't take long time. Immediate at Vairagya. Then, when that Vairagya come, what else arise? Jnana, knowledge? Jnana.
Krishna Thakur says that Jnana also means knowledge of Krishna's pastimes and rasas.
Yeah, that Jnana includes pastimes, smaranam, lila, and all kind of knowledge about Krishna arises in our heart. That is taking birth within our heart by the mercy of Krishna. So it is like personal experience in his devotional life. I may be very great scholar, may learn the whole Bhagavatam slokas, I can recite Pandit. I could be like a great orator, audacious speaker, bold speaker. But unless this internal connection with God takes place and devotion is, unless that Vasudeva is not goal of my study, Vasudeva is not goal of my any activities I do, then that gyan filled with all rasas, pastimes, personal rupa, guna, lila will not arise. And the Haitukam is means
Causelessly.
causelessly, we attain that causelessly from God. Means that is the biggest gift a devotee receive from the Supreme Lord. All this knowledge of himself. Ahaitukam. There is no cause for that. Ahaitukam Harir Bhakti. Ekantuki Harir Bhakti. So this is simple but very deep, meaningful verse in Bhagavatam. That how pure devotee is taking us to the level of highest devotional service. Not like, that's why we are criticized in the society that these devotees in ISKCON, they are against Sanatan Dharma. They do not worship devatas. They do not worship Ganesh. They do not worship this and that. They are, especially in India, if you go, they are like American or Christian missionaries. That indirectly, a lot of people blame us like that. Because when you establish the Supreme Lord in your heart, what else we need? Like gopis, when Uddhava was visited gopis and they were crying for Krishna after Krishna left them, then Uddhava tried to convince them, think about him, meditate about Krishna, then you feel bliss. What is the need of crying that in his absence? Then gopis says, we don't want to meditate on him. We don't want to be happy, bliss, ananda. We don't need anything else. We need the person Krishna in order to satisfy our needs. We don't want to meditate on him. We want him. So that is our goal when we perform devotional service. And so in this way, when we see Krishna everywhere, like Krishna says in Uddhava, another beautiful verse, he says that Sarva Bhuta Surit Santa. Sarva Bhuta Surit Santa. We need to be friend to all the living beings. We cannot be like envious of some other living being, and we can be very good, friendly with Iswarapuri only. No, we are friendly with everybody else. And he says that Jnana Vijnana Nishchaya. And then when we become friendly to all the living beings, remember one point. The first point, we become friendly to all living beings. And second point, we become Santa, peaceful mind. Asanta se kuto sukham, Krishna said to Arjuna, how can one become happy without being peaceful? Only peaceful mind can perform devotional service. Restless mind is running all the time here and there. And he says that again, when we have some knowledge, then that knowledge can be realized within our heart, and we understand. Jnana Vijnana Nishchaya. We need to make sure that conviction, the great conviction should arise by realizing the knowledge. Acquiring knowledge and without realization is useless. I eat, but if I do not have, letting go out, then I get indigestion and I might die. I become problem. I eat knowledge, but no realization, and I become heavier with the knowledge in my head, and then I become very proud, and I see that this person is useless, nobody knows what I know. What I know, then I become useless. But when I realize that knowledge, that's what Veda says that neti means, what is the meaning of neti?
Not this, not that.
Yeah, na iti, not this, not that. It means I'm not body, I'm not thought, I'm not my mind, I'm not these ideas, I'm not this gender. Who I am? Aham Brahmasmi. Actually, that is the meaning. All these short phrases from this Upanishad, like it is called, I think, Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad. Neti. I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not body, I'm not American, I'm not Indian. It's trying to take us to that I am spirit soul. Tattvam Asi, that's also another word. in real meaning, Tattvamasi is very good, that I am that Tattva, that Brahman, I am Brahman. Same thing is that. So it says that Jnana Vijnanam Nishchaya, and then Pasyan Mad Atmakam Viswam. It says that Krishna says, Pasyan Mad Atmakam Viswam. When you see this world, see me everywhere. Do not separate me from this world. When you see a goat, see me, that without me that goat is not alive, cannot survive. The existence of that goat is possible because of me. When I see a beautiful forest, nice green, in the tropical forest, that all kind of birds are like chirping in a nice beautiful sounds. In Arizona we don't see that, but if we go to tropical forest or Amazon forest or Nepal forest or India forest, we can see the beauty of all living birds.
There's a lot of birds too, which not in the city.
Oh, here also, yeah. In Tucson, a lot of birds, yeah. But they do that. We see God, like he says that Mad Atmakam Viswam. Pasyan means to see. Mad Atmakam, like me, the Viswam, the whole world. Na Vipad Eta, na Vipad Deta by Punaha. So when we develop this kind of solid vision, then you attain me, and after attaining me, no Vipad, no suffering in this material world. Otherwise, as long as we remain in this material world, these sufferings are always there. Sometimes we have understanding that, oh, when we take the process of devotional service, then we are free from suffering. That is not the teaching of Bhagavatam. Suffering is always there. Maybe you may not be affected by it. This is the byproduct of devotional service. Even if you are going through so many difficulties, you have developed that endurance, that tolerating capacity, that you devotees are not affected by such sufferings. But devotees go through suffering. But by focusing on Krishna, by purifying our life, by purifying our existence, when we give up this body, when we return back home, back to Godhead, then no punaha again, this kind of repetition of birth and death takes place in devotee's life. So how do we develop this kind of vision? By having that, realizing God is our real friend, Vasudeva residing within my heart. I need to, it's called Jata Ruchi. Jata Ruchi means your taste is arised, took birth in your heart by knowing that Krishna is really present. He is real. He is my friend in reality. In Quran, I remember one thing in Quran, said that Allah or somebody said, I don't know who said, Allah is God there. He says that I am more nearer than your jugular vein. What? Huh? Jugular vein, right? Jugular vein, yeah, right here. Because this is the center. Like if the Kampu people know that trick, if they do something here, people die right away. You can feel that beating. All the animal, when they attack other animal, tiger always grab here, and then they do not do nothing for a few minutes, and after that they die. Yeah. So he said, they said the idea is that I live even nearer than your jugular vein. So the God is right, and we have the same feeling. Vasudevam Sarvamiti. The Lord Vasudeva is inside the heart as a Paramatma. And we develop that love of Godhead, and our only goal is to attain Him, not anything from Him, not His Asirvad. We are not after Krishna's Asirvad, give me this, that, none of this, that. Some people are going for that too, but devotees in high level of devotional service is trying to attain. Just like Arjuna was given chance to choose his Krishna or his weapon. And Duryodhana thought he was very smart. And then he said, let me choose Krishna's Akswini armies so that I can fight better and then win these Pandavas, kill them. But Arjuna says, I don't care about your weapon, I don't care about your military phalanx, I do not care about anything else, but I want you, Vasudev Krishna. I want you personally. If I have you, then I do not need anything. So he got victory. So when we have same spirit in our heart and we give birth to natural devotion, not like forceful or instructive or commanded or something else, natural arise, the jata ruchi. Right now we have ajata ruchi. We have some taste that we are told if I don't come, then somebody will watch me. Why do I come for breakfast? You didn't come to the class. Some temple have this rule. Some temple, if you do not attend Bhagavatam class, you don't get breakfast. Because people have not jata ruchi, they have like ajata ruchi. Yeah, but let me go or let me not go. Like this morning I was late 5 minutes. Yesterday I didn't come to the morning. I do not have that jata ruchi, that burning desire to see the Lord every morning. If I don't go, then what people think, Kirtan is sleeping at home. Let me go just to maintain my prestige in the temple. This is what pushing me now. I do not have that natural jata ruchi, the taste coming arise. Yeah, janaiti, I have not that janaiti yashabairagya. That's why we are not experiencing the taste of bhakti yet. But hopefully when we maintain and continue following the instruction, one day that situation, that stays arise and we feel happy in Krishna consciousness. And if somebody want to stop you, nobody can stop. The whole world cannot stop you. Hey, Nitai Niranjan, give up this Hare Krishna. You can give up your body, but you cannot give this body. That should be your buddhi, your intelligence, your subtle body is dissolved in that stage of devotion. Like same thing happens when people have sex. They forget everything. They immersed and then just enjoy. Same thing in devotion. Our subtle body, our gross body, our intelligence, our logic, everything dies. As long as we use our intelligence, we have no pure devotional attitude, because we are trying to think, argue, or put our knowledge if he's correct or not, like that in this imbalanced state. This is what I wanted to share with you all. Thank you so much. If I made any mistake or committed offenses or hurt your feeling, forgive me. And we have a few minutes for questions. Yes.
If somebody's mind is disturbed, like they don't have that peace of mind, and it gets very, kind of chronic in a sense, they tend to take it out on, or blame those that are close to them or a person that's close to them. And then if it gets like severe, and if Krishna's in their hearts, as we're seeing, and if they're seeing Krishna in their heart, if they're a devotee, wouldn't they want to try to, communicate positively and sort it out, rather than to continue to blame and cause negativity and destruction around?
Yeah. First, if someone is devotee and Krishna conscious, he or she is very peaceful, very santa. He's not asanta, he's not fighting, quarreling, negating, arguing, all these things. Meaning, if somebody has such qualities, then he does have a lot of personal material desires in his heart or her hearts. As long as we struggle with those desires and Icha doisa samutthvena, then we're always in a dvanda, is always fighting. Dvanda mohena bharata. That's what Krishna says, give up this, give up that, throughout his Bhagavad Gita. Icha doisa, vita raga bhaya krodha, give up this raga, krodha, bhaya, all kind of things. So we need to work on this. And someone is disturbed like that, he may be a devotee in Prakrita level, but he has not attained that peaceful stage at yet. So they need to work a little bit more. And again, we cannot make someone to work on that unless they do not desire from their heart. We can talk so much philosophy, we can discuss so much Bhagavatam, Shastras, but if I do not want from my heart, nobody can force me, even Krishna cannot force me. If I really want that, I want to be improved, I want to go back to Godhead, I want to learn about God, I want to fall in love with Krishna, I want to know more about him. I become very crazy like Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says to Advaita, Tumi Bahul, Ami Bahul. You are mad, I am mad. We are all mad in search of Krishna. So that stage come for sincere practicing, trying devotees. But if I am focused on all this negativity that you said, then what kind of devotee I am? I should be ashamed of myself with those qualities and claiming that I am devotee. Initiation does not qualify and give you stamp that you are devotees, but just by the initiation. These are all formality support system to come to this level of Sarva Bhuta Surita Santo, Jnana Vijnanam Nishchaya. These are everything favorables. Anukulena Krishna, all this devotional initiation, chanting 16 round, studying Bhagavatam. These all things are bringing us to this level that we are equal to all, living being, friend to all. We see God everywhere. So if I do not want to be like that, then simply formal initiation will not bring me anywhere. I may be chanting 20, 30 years, then at the end I start smoking again. We have a lot of devotees like that who were very active and very famous and very powerful devotees. Later on, run away with a woman, or start again smoking gaza, or drinking alcohol. I have seen with my eyes. So if the person does not have sincere desire, in Nepali we say, "Uchale ko kukurle mirga marda," means a pushing dog cannot kill the deer. Is something like that in English too? A dog who is not like really hunter, but somebody say, go and kill, then that dog cannot go and kill the deer. So I need to work out, and I need to realize, I need to know that I want to know Krishna. And Krishna is my real best friend. When I do not have this understanding, realization, then Janahiti Ansu Vairagya will not take place. It has to be born within your heart by your personal experience. Yasya Anubhavam Akhilam Sutisaram Ekam. The Goswami were able to personally realize the essence of all the scriptures through their personal realization. That's why he was able to share with us as a whole Bhagavatam. And by reading which we develop the same taste. But do we really want to have that? That depends upon us. What do I want to do in my life? Study, become doctor, pilot, engineer, or I want to become sincere servant of Krishna and enjoy his opulence with him. So, Hare Krishna. Anything else? Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.